part two. Now, what I was trying to do, it really is supposed to be part one, but you see all these videos because, like I said, I try to leave what is it called a mark where something happens. All right, that's the last video. That's the wrong. I got started at the other way. This phone ain't even on. Why is it vibrating? Oh, video game. Can you see this? So what I'm saying is, every time I made a new video, I saw something, and it happened so much I can't remember each incident. I gotta watch it now. Oh, okay. The first one, if you can see it, I don't know. Yeah, it was that guy. Let me. I don't know. You might not be. Oh, that one was. This is just funny. The guy, as I was driving, the guy, he's dancing. You see, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was about. I just, he was what they call a jerking or something. As you can see, obviously he's something's wrong with him. Homeless. I don't know. That's when I first pulled out. Oh, yeah, it's all over. They quiet now. I mean, I'm not saying I'm some tyrant. You got to be quiet. But point is, it wasn't like they was being. Well, y'all saw what happened. Not like they were just being loud. That they were particularly doing the gang stalking. That shit. Yeah, they could be over there making all the noise they want, partying, music. I wouldn't give a fuck. But like I said, they can't even see that I'm back here. But they, the gang stalking. As soon as I come out the door, all of a sudden, you see how it's quiet now. But like 20 minutes ago, like 'cause they all day. I'm just trying to go to the store. That's what this is about. That's what I'm saying. That's why I got so many videos. There's just so much weird shit going down as I'm driving. So this one is a minute. Yeah, so that means I only had a minute between where that dude was dancing and I had to stop it again because something else happened. Oh, now I remember. You see that big white truck right there? Is right there. He is that right there is dangerous what they were doing, and that's how evil they are. He's in front because they know I look in. I don't know about y'all, our generation. You look ahead of you. So if that car truck, that big white, it's a Mercedes, delivery truck, whatever, don't matter. I always look because you look ahead, not just at his car, his brake lights. You look ahead, and we like to see. But see, that's they started on purpose. They know I do that because they're trying to cause another accident. And then here it is. And so now it don't matter. But and this is after the dude is dancing. So now I pull up. You see, it's a intersection, and it's just stopped. And it's like, what's going on? How much track is it? Is it rush hour? And it's not because it really is only 5 something right now. And see, the thing is, what it is, they know. You see how that big truck just went to the right of me? That's what I'm saying. I never. They started watching me. It's like I taught them something. In situations like this is about when I had the Mustang 4 years ago, right? The gray Mustang. I would look in, that's what I'm saying. Ever since I was a kid cars in the 80s, old cars, 70s, they never really had a passenger side drive, mirror. All you got is the driver's side in old cars. Now all the cars are new. You can just do it with a button. But I grew up on cars that if it did at late 80s, you had to go out and adjust the passenger mirror. That's on the passenger front seat, the outside mirror with your hand. So to this day, even if I buy an old car, I just had the 95 Tahoe and that Blazer I just had. If it don't have the adjuster that you can adjust, I gotta either do it. You gotta do it laboriously, meaning you gotta get in the front your driver's seat, adjust it with your hand, go back and get in the driver, unless you got somebody to adjust it for you. Turn it like that, turn it this way. Cause yeah, I remember that's what I'm saying. When I was in high school, we would do that. And because we would get mad at the guy in the passenger seat who adjusted, he would adjust the mirror so he could see. Usually, so he could see if the police behind us. Like, no, damn it, I'm the driver. I'll tell everybody if the police behind us. Because this like 1991, we teenagers. The rule, because I remember saying, you the driver and you look in your rear view, hey, the police behind us. You got that one dummy who will turn around because that looks suspicious. Because, now you look, that's what I'm saying. No, it's like everybody would just stay, you don't freeze, but you don't do what you're doing. You don't turn nothing up. You just, that's why he tell you, hey, you're 17, heading to a party Friday night. Oh shit, police behind us. Everybody just, don't do nothing. And, nobody turn. That's why the driver, all the mirrors are adjusted. The passenger side, the rear view mirror in the middle of the windshield, and the passenger. You always, that's what I'm saying. All this, that's what I'm talking about. All this stuff about these young teenagers now. The cops look, no, they're not. They're doing stupid. What I mean, not just crimes, just stupid. They're not. We did that too. Like I said, you had to drive straight. Your partner, we're 17. Your partners would tell you, no, I don't care if it's your mama or dad car, your granddad car, somebody let us borrow the car. If you start driving fucked up, and I ain't even talking about drugs, alcohol, you just don't know what you're doing. No, nigga, no, you can't drive. Pull over, or I'm finna drive or something, because you gotta, because first that's what he gonna kill us all. It wasn't even about getting pulled over. Is he gonna get us killed? Nobody wants to die in a car accident. Like it's the 70s. All them 70s boys, a car full of teens having fun. Them after school special shits. A car full of teens, they smoking grass. They used to call it grass back then. They smoking grass and they get killed. All of them. So that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm from Birmingham. Oh no, nigga, you ain't finna kill all us. You not finna drive. But anyway, so my point is, in a situation like this, and to them, I think it made them mad, like jealousy, because it's plenty of time where I'm from. Again, as adults, you sitting right here, the dude in the passenger seat or either in the back seat, somebody would look over the shoulder. Look, there's no cars in the right lane. But see, now they're doing it on purpose. So now when they did that, they had that guy, and also all these cars, they want me to for some reason, like they think I just jump out without looking. And the reason I don't turn my head in a situation like this, all you gotta do is dart your eyes to the right and look in your passenger side mirror and see if cars are coming. I'm telling you, this they do it all the time. Cause I'll let it play and show you what was going on, why traffic was stopped. And really, the dude was wrong, cause this is a stop sign, a stoplight rather. Finally, you see the gray car. He turns in the parking lot. So what he did, that's the intersection. He should have turned right here. But he's sitting right here to turn in that parking lot. He should have turned right here and then made it right. But he's doing it because that's a double yellow line. He ain't even supposed to cross that line. Yeah, that's a double yellow line. He wasn't even supposed to do that. See, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. These Democrat politicians, he works for them. He wasn't even supposed to. You see how soon that was. So that was dangerous, but they're doing it just for me. I'm telling you. That's how these Democrats are nasty, dangerous. But that's what we're saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what God is laughing at. It's in the Bible. He will laugh at it. That you got kids, you're mad, you're a minority. You see that nasty shit that they're doing? Trying to cause, and that could hurt somebody. So I keep going, and this video stops because I got to the store. And like I said, it's just 22 seconds later. Oh, okay, yeah, 22 seconds later. So I passed the driver in the Mercedes truck. Now you can't see it. I don't think you're gonna see it, but the reason I put it, cause he knows I'm finna look up in there, and I did. I look, I just turned to the right and try to look at it. He naturally he's looking the other way. They can't look at you. He's not looking. And you can say, well, he's not the one who no, but he was blocking so I can't see what's going on. And you can say, well, just have no. That's what I'm saying. This is not about have patience. That's what I'm saying. That's that tactic that they're using. That sounds like they're the good people. You should. They will be. Well, you just wasn't. No, they're trying to train you. That, like I said, the dude crossed the yellow double yellow line. He wasn't even supposed to do that. The whole thing. That's how I knew the beginning. As soon as I was sitting there. I already knew something was going on because for a second I thought it was something way up the street and like there was a long line. So no, you got just three cars blocking traffic right there, or holding up traffic. And so yeah, this in the parking lot. It's just a little. After like I said, I'm just showing. And so yeah, naturally, yeah, just like the little dude that was just across the street. This little dude in this car. I don't know if you can see him. The lighting might be bad, but he rolls his eyes. You see, he got the little car, the Dodge that they love. If you look up all these YouTube videos about when they do the donuts, the street takeovers, in L.A. Just like the little dude who was just over there a couple of minutes ago in my last video, live, whatever, about 20 minutes ago. The one smiling and shit. He the little youngster with the long hair like a bitch, but and he's there on purpose, and you can't see it, but he turns around again. He rolls his eyes. Think about it. Rolling your eyes is something that a mad girlfriend would do. That's why I call these dudes bitches. That's something that a mad girlfriend. And she's causing trouble in a relationship because she's mad. You probably been fucking the shit out of her. That's what I'm saying. Our generation, niggas that told us the older, they weren't jealous. When you're arguing with your girl, there's not no jealous. They not happy. They pull you to the side. You can't keep fucking that girl like that. She gonna kill you. Exactly. I done heard. We all done heard it. Or this and that. Or if we think this nigga, he a player. Like, dog can't bury his bone around town. You can't keep going around burying your bone, dog. She gonna fuck you up. But see, nowadays all this shit is fake. It's all these motherfuckers, racism, all this shit. That's why these little dudes so mad. All of them, they just a little effeminate boys. They don't understand. That's what I was talking about. They listening to women, and they can have some of them probably have dads. Is like but their dads are on this bullshit, this unmanly shit. So that video wasn't that, but that's me just getting to the story. It was nothing. But it was so much I can't remember everything that happened today. It's like, yeah, that is funny. The dude that was just dancing in the middle of the street. Because over here, downtown is that way, right? And that's where you're gonna be really panhandling, right around the cadet where that dude was dancing is like 2 minutes from here by car. It's about a 20-minute walk or 15-minute walk, I guess. But by car, it's like not even 2 minutes, probably a minute and a half, especially if there ain't no traffic. Not even a minute and a half, it's a minute away. But this ain't where you gonna be panhandling at. Not in the middle of the street like that. You would go that way because the shelter used to be back. You would go that way and go where all the. All right, so why I keep saying is over now. Now we gonna get back into the real nitty gritty. I just had that stuff was funny. I had to get into that. Is these videos now we getting back to I'm getting back to like I don't know what they're doing these Republicans and I don't know if they're just trying to get them on record line because people we're getting tired of them just with all even Republicans with all these questions and nothing's happening. It's just y'all trying to talk tough, but still there's nothing. They're doing what they want to do. They're so, but I don't know. It looks like because now you see that there really are these Democrats are getting shook for real. They really are, meaning shook. Uh, it's like they're trying to use the victim card. Oh, we didn't do the Republicans like when we was in the minority. It's cause you weren't trying to look for the truth and try to make the country good, better, all this and that. Y'all just trying to destroy it from within. And like this one video, again, another one where this guy he's talking. Uh, and what he's saying to me sounds, it really is dire. Like it really, and but it's like, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all just still talking. This guy right here, I never heard of him, but
time to do that is now. If we do not dial things back a little now, it's going to get that much worse next year and that much worse the year after it. The other thing I want to leave the American public with is, as interest rates are going up, we right now are spending every year about $2,000 per man, woman, and child on interest rates alone. If you are a family of four, think about that. Every year you've got to start by paying $8,000 just to cover your share of the federal debt. That is a disaster. If we don't address it now, it's going to be worse next year. The Republican position is very moderate. Probably the public would be outraged if they found out how moderate the Republican position is. We do not plan on balancing the budget this year. Even if the Republicans got all they asked for, and they're not going to get all they asked for, but even if they got all they asked for, it would still result in a significant increase in debt over the next year. But the brakes should be put on a little bit. We should acknowledge the problem.
Like I said, I don't know about everybody. We don't understand exactly what he's talking about, but he's trying to break it down. You saw the title. You can look at that yourself. He's breaking it down in layman's terms. Because he does say it. I didn't let that part play. Like your household bills. If you're spending out too much money, you got a new credit card with a $20,000 limit. I'm just saying, whatever. We'll just even say a $1,500 limit, but your household can't afford that. And you got a car note, and it's too much. Insurance, kids. The kids you ain't gonna cut, but y'all spending too much. That's what he's saying. And he's saying he's literally in this video said point of no return, meaning it will be at the end of the country. And I don't think he's just alarmist. I think he's dead shit because I never heard of him till just now. He's another senator. The ones we see, Ted Cruz, the Republicans, and Jim Jordan and Chip Roy. This guy I never heard of him. And it's not about celebrity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a Democrat shit. I think he's dead serious. This ain't about trying to be Ted Cruz or Jim Jordan or any of them or the Democrats. Any of their names. Vaccine Waters or the AOC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. The Marjorie Taylor Greene chick. She's a Republican, but I'm just saying I don't think. Now them, them, I think they really are trying, but I'm like, that's my point. Why? Like he just said, why does it have to be the majority now? That right there seems like it's something that there has to be something they put in the Constitution or whatever. If this guy Biden, and like most of us think, he's being controlled by worldwide, the globalists, the communists, Klaus Schwab and all them, and Bill Gates supposed to be part of it, all that type of shit. But it don't matter. That's what I'm saying. Without actual proof, yeah, it's just a conspiracy. But we don't. It would seem like to me that doesn't need proof. That could be just negligence or on purpose. If they're spending that much money on purpose, whatever they're doing, There should be. That's what I'm trying to. I don't know. Today's just Monday night. I think he gave that speech this morning. I don't know. It's like, why do y'all have to keep talking about it and making speeches? I really don't. And like I said, I already okay, yeah. I don't know who I am to them or why, but yeah, they spent a whole lot of money today. They was, all I did was go to the store. I just tried to make it to the store and back. I ain't even go to work. I ain't go no to appointments at the VA. I just went to the store and back. And like I said, and they. Oh, I forgot the other video. I got to go back. This chick right here. I think it's cause, like I said, when I'm about to leave, I leave my door open, meaning I go out and put some stuff. But you see how close my car is to the door. You see how small it is on the front. It's not like a regular apartment where you got to go downstairs or this or that. This shit is literally 2 feet from my front door, so I leave my door open. But all right, now I remember. I gotta find the video. I gotta find the actual video right quick where this girl right here. And again, that's what I'm talking about. They all try to act tough. It should be. I just can't see it. Where is it? And this is a black chick, and she trying to act tough and shit. But and to me, that's that. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. And that, like, what are you trying to do? What do you mean? What are you trying to provoke me? I'm not your boyfriend. You provoke your boyfriend when you. This when I first, yeah, here it is. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see everything because the camera might not be tilted right. Now the reason I'm waiting is because the chick in the car, I don't think you can see it. Nah, the camera doesn't catch it. Her door was open on purpose. No, now you see how big that parking lot is and how big that place is. Quick Trip. She's sitting with her door open, and now even if she was just doing that as a black woman, and so if somebody else would have pulled up and maybe they wasn't paying attention and knocked her door off, she would have hopped out. But she was doing it on purpose because they knew I was coming. And then, okay, now I remember why. Yeah, there you can see it. Now, see, her door was open the whole time like that. That's why when I was pulling up, I had to go slow. And then she's looking. I blew my horn, and you see she's in an old raggedy car. That's her tag. Look what, and that's not a real tag. She got the paper tag. So that's what I'm saying. That's what everybody's talking about all across the country. They riding around these paper. That's what, you know what? Like I said, with the girl I started to talk about the other day, they're only gonna give me about they bleed. See them. Oh, that's what they're mad about because the people finally settled, but they only give me $1,000, 1,200. Well, really, my settlement is 4,000, and but I had to call a lawyer. Right? Remember, that's what it was about. Remember, I said I didn't even think about that till months later. I went because my knee was fucked up for real, and really I got scared because the reason I knew this doctor is because he was doing the surgery on my shoulder. You heard they just blew the horn. That's what all this shit. It was her all this. That's what this is about. The fucking settlement I'm getting. It's only $1,200. 12 really is 40, but after all the fees, 4,500. All I get is 1,200 lawyer fees. All right, so and it's supposed to come in a month. But see, that's what all this is about. You heard them just blow the horn. I'm telling you. I ain't even think of it. Thank y'all. Because I was trying to figure out what the hell y'all. But see, yeah. So that's the Democrats. They're mad. No, the higher ups, all of the higher ups, the corporations, the Democrat corporations, all the ones that's on their side. Any goddamn victory. Because like I said, remember they wrecked my blue truck. The one I actually like, and and it wasn't just because I didn't have a car note. It was, I remember I said I bought after the Mustang got wrecked. I was making payments on that because that was brand new. When I bought it, I was the first one to buy it. Had no, it was all no miles, brand. Even though it was end of the year, it was a 2017, and I bought it end of the year, like in December. Still was brand new. They was doing the get rid of for the next year stuff. All right, then they wrecked that one, and it was totaled. So I bought that. I said, you know what? I'll just buy something I like, a old school, and that's when I bought the Tahoe. You remember I painted it. And I had just got it painted. Like I said, I did. There's a video. If you scroll down, there's a video. Remember that day I had the accident because I was snapping, just like today. Because the girl, she hopped out, and acting like because she ran straight into me head on. And anyway, I had just got make it so bad. It was at the place where I got it painted. And you want to know how I know really they was mad? Because like I said, all these dudes, even the ones across the street, they when I first got here, they was all nice guys. And they used to hang over right here before dude. That's when dude fixed all this. That's when he put the light up. He put that up, the owner, because right there we would be out here. Then now we're enemies. But so when I got my truck painted, they did the because if you look at my old videos when I first got it, remember I was in the second floor, you can see that it was rusty on top, but it wasn't it wasn't it was just surface rust. It wasn't through and I knew that. It wasn't through the body. It wasn't through none of that. And so the paint job, and then that's a nice paint. Now all of a sudden it's a nice paint job, and I'm like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's not real nigga shit. If y'all really was my real nigga, oh shit, all right, yeah, you got, I see you finally. It's about time. That's what I'm saying. In Birmingham, it's about time because I did. That's why I hurried up and did it because I could hear back when I was back in the day, I was taking too long to get it painted. And that's kind of like a violation. It's like, why you riding around and you got the money, you just taking too long, spending the money, and I said it, I'm gonna fix. That's why I bought it. I got the transmission rebuilt, but see, that's what I'm saying. I did everything the right way. I ain't violate the rules because I got the transmission fixed first. Engine was straight. So yeah, I would have been a dummy to get it painted because I seen that in Birmingham. A nigga get a car old school and get it painted, and then it's sitting in the yard with a $2,000. My paint job was only $700. But I'm like, this ain't the old school. I ain't got trying to look like a drug dealer. I just want it back original, factory looking. It was. I follow the rules, street rules. I was like, shit, first thing I got to do is make sure it's running straight. You don't paint your car and put a boom in the system and it's stuck on the side of the road because you ain't fixed your transmission and your engine or, the ball joints or something like that. You make sure it's mechanically sound. And that's when they ran into it. So anyway, later that night when I was in here in the kitchen, whatever I'm doing, I can't walk. Then I wake up the next morning, it's a big old ball. So I went to the dude that did my surgery, and he said, "Oh." Even matter of fact, the girls that even working there, because they knew the story that I had waited 2 years with the shoulder, and they said, "Oh, this time you're not waiting." I said, "No, I had the accident yesterday. Now I'm here." And he was like, "Oh, you gotta it's gonna go down. It's just swelling. They did MRI. There's no tears. It's just swelling," and it did. But you know what? I said, you know what? Fuck that. The girl ain't got no insurance. They laughing. They done tore up my truck. I got no recourse except to use what they call uninsured motorists. So I use and I got 2,500, but that's when I bought the what's the name. But my point where I'm like, nah. It's just the whole. So I called one of them TV or whatever, injury. I'm like, all right. So I got records. So anyway, they're like, fast forward to recently, 2 days ago. Friday, really. I kept calling like, what? He said, "Oh, I'm glad you called," because he said I had to go to bat for you, because she didn't want to adjust her. I know her. She didn't. So hers is 4,500 because they was like 3,000. I already knew that was bullshit when they said 30,000. I already knew that, but so it goes down. I'm like, you the one that said y'all the one that said 30,000. I never been through this. I never done it before. I done know plenty of niggas in Birmingham. I done known some people since I've been up here. Matter of fact, when they wrecked my Mustang, oh, you ain't getting no settlement. Black folk, that's all. Oh, my mama got, this and that. She got 60. I don't do the fake hurt. And so that's what he told me. Not that, but he's saying you only went once for your knee, and you only, they're doing the transcript between me and the doctor. And I said, yeah, you're right. And I told him, I said, well, I'm a soldier. I don't, complain, fake complain. I was really the reason I went. I really just went with paratrooper. I really went to make sure my knee wasn't this knee wasn't fucked up. I wasn't going for money. So he's like the lawyer. That's why you're not, she's only offering 45. Then I said, okay, I fuck all this shit. How much do I get after your fees? I already know that. Then he said, oh, well, after everything, 1,200. I said, all right, whatever. Just call me. So I'm still waiting. And so I guess that's what all this shit is about today. They're mad about the 1,200 I get for the blue Blazer. I mean, the blue Tahoe. And like I said, I'm pissed. I'm still pissed. Kind of, it's material, but it's what I wanted. No, no car note, obviously. In the insurance, the liability was only $49 a month. $49 a month, no car note. So I ain't even care. It's a VA. So what? That's nothing. $49. No, the only only bill was insurance liability. $49. I can afford the gas, even if it was $100 to fill it up. No car note. And that's what I wanted. I had just got the transmission rebuilt, so basically brand new transmission, all that shit. And if the engine went out, it's a 350, a 95 350, 5.7 liter Chevy. I'm like, I ain't worried about that. If it goes out, I can have it rebuilt or just buy a new one, used, buy a brand new one, crate engine. Go stupid dumb and buy some kind of 350 super engine, but that would have cost thousands, 5, 6, 7. But I wasn't gonna do it. But you can get a brand new engine, out crate. I think maybe 1,000. But that engine wasn't going out no time soon. So I had thought of all that. So now they're mad, and it's like y'all still all this. That's why she keep coming out with her kids and all that shit. The girl, that's not my fault. That's what I had the little young dudes pull up because I went out today. That's not my fault if you ain't doing nothing, young nigga. Or if you got money problems, you need to do something about that. I don't know what you got to do. If you want to take penitentiary chances, you want to go rob niggas, just don't come this way. Because your mama going to be on TV talking about how you was a good boy and you ain't deserve that. But he ain't deserve that. Don't come this way. But, do what you got to do. Get a job, go to school. You young, while you around here smiling and giggling at me, take your ass to motherfucking community college and get you a trade. The girls too. Yeah, you got all this family. I know for a fact. I seen it as a kid. The hell. Had the single mom, you gotta go back to school. Oh well, your family got it, your sister, auntie, they gotta take care of the kids while you in school. So you can have a better life. Instead, y'all wanna do this dumb shit. And it ain't we're looking down. That's what they call it. You're looking, that's the Democrats, the stupid shit. You're looking. Oh, I got a video about that proves what we're talking about. They're still on this dumb shit. I don't have a video. I ain't make up the video. I'm saying I seen one that proves what we're talking about. The Baltimore people. I'm gonna put the phone down again for a second, but it's just I gotta manipulate this phone and go through the what's the name? My history and find this video. Cause this is it's in the history. What was it? Was it yesterday? It's how they try to, cause there's like it's in Baltimore, and you got this one official, and they're finally questioning her because she had to resign and da da da, but she won't answer the question. She's doing the way Democrats do the we're this is about the children, don't, and it's like, no, you got to answer the question of these reporters. Just because you, and with these dumb, and it's people dumb too, people in Baltimore, and first of all, they ain't doing nothing to help the kids. because they're all getting killed in Baltimore. So, but she don't want to answer the questions about the money she stole because, cause they finally got a reporter that's got the guts to ask, and she's trying to blow the reporter off. But her reasoning for not talking is she, she's I don't, something she. Let me see. But my point is, it illustrates, like I said, all this dumb how what I keep talking about, this tactic that is played out, that she's trying to. All of them do it. Biden, all of them, that they don't want to answer questions because they're taking care. Yeah, here it is. What is this? 2 weeks ago? Is it? No, that one is too far. So I didn't pass the whole up. And they. It's just like they don't want to. Like we all seen. The hard hitting, this and that reporter. They don't want to answer the question so the public can know. And their reason is, I don't have to because I'm working for the kids. I'm doing this for the kids, and da da da. Da. But everybody knows they're just been stealing money. But they like I said, these little young dudes, they're I don't know, maybe if they're just stupid or what, because they're going along with this shit. Now all of a sudden I can't find it. But wherever I find it, I got another one I had to talk about because I want to make the Democrats mad. If you heard about the, oh, here's the other one. Now that I see it, this one right here is the one I've been saying I got to do a video about. This is the one everybody needs to watch. This tells everything that's going on with what was going down today. This is a 1966 film. This is it right here. I just been meaning to get to it, and since I just happened to see it, I mean, looking for that video about that chick. But anyway, I that one, it tells everything, and also that video from '66, and it talks about civil. They the ones who orchestrated the civil rights movement, the communists. I had heard Martin Luther King was a communist. I guess I really did, even myself. I just put it out in my head. It was just probably last year, like, oh, it can't be. But it seems like, yeah, it's true. But and this is not me trying to clean it up. Like, oh, it can't be Martin Luther King. It's like maybe he did know what he was doing. It's like it was a means to an end. He knew what he had to do. That Now that just came to me today. Before I even came out here for the first time, when I first got back from the store about 2 hours ago, I came out and started setting up, my little table. But I was in the kitchen and uh, it ate a little snack. And it occurred to me like, he might have known, that's what he got to do to get the real equality that we have. That's what I'm saying. You know how they're disrespectful now. They call it equality, inclusion, all of that is stuff First of all, that there's nobody that's being not included. What they're talking about is people who want to be famous, I guess, and they just don't have what it takes. Yeah, it's like, oh, we need black faces in movies. It's like, if we don't want to go pay to see it, you can't force us to watch it. Or the gay people or the trans or whatever. And it's like, if you the inclusion is not that people are purposely, yeah, just like the Bud Light thing. It's not that people care. That's how I know that right there, the Bud Light. Because matter of fact, when I really figured it out, a couple of really, I ain't pay attention to the Bud Light thing, the whole time. You know, till like 6 days ago, last week. And so finally, I said, all right, you know what? Let me type it in. So I typed it in, and the first two channels, the main channels covering it, was Sky News Australia and Fox. Why I say that, I think I done videos, like 2, 3 years. I used to roll with both of them, Fox and Sky News, but I left both of them alone about 6 months ago. Well, the last one was Fox. I left Sky News about 8 months. I left a comment, because I could hear the words they would say. They're saying, the Democrat, they would. It's like, oh shit, and I'm like, during the lockdowns, y'all was getting fucked up in Australia. When they having real riots, not black, like they were having riots about the mask and all this, and y'all are part of this Sky News Australia. But it seemed like they were trying to be on our side. But I left them alone like last year, a year ago. Then Fox I stopped fucking with uh like four or 5 months ago. And really, the last video I left a comment, it was a Tucker video, because I had been left comments that about 2 years, a year ago. I ain't expecting Tucker himself to read it, but I expecting other commenters, people to read. I'm like, Tucker is one of them. And y'all could be like, yeah, duh, Fox News is the main. But I'm like, they was swore up and down there against CNN, and they had a few people, Dan Bongino, Greg Gutfield, that seemed that just like, and the Judge Janine, like they really was against it. But finally, Tucker was the last straw. I left him alone about 5 months ago. It was one of his videos, and then what? What happened 3 months ago? He ended up getting fired or leaving. I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. I don't remember the last video. I don't know if I can go to that YouTube thing and it shows all your comments. I think I'm telling you, the last comment for Fox News that I left was a Tucker video, and I just left it really for the people. I'm like, I'm done. This is, because I did the little, I marked what he said, where right we like 5 minutes and 30 seconds what he said. And I'm like, no, there's. I think he said we stand with the Ukraine or something. Like, no, they know that, and like just like right now, there's Hunter Biden, that is, well, whatever. All right, you look it up for yourself. YouTube and they strikes, but I said, nope, I'm done. No, this is, and I never went. I haven't. And then this thing, well, about what 2 months ago, he's leaving or fired or something. I don't know, but you figure that one out, like what that has to do with me. I don't know, but there's a point. I think, remember, I would say it. They would leave. It really felt like they would have some of their people. I did something, or went to work and something happened, or whatever I did, and because they know I was watching every day. And I'm like, these people are millionaires, but they got it. That means, like they said, like people, they're puppets. Just because they got 5, 10 million, 150 million, whatever they got people to that's over their head. They're puppets. They got, no matter how small we are, you know, if you dissent, they could just make that person. I'm like, and yeah, dead serious. Just some regular old small ex-paratrooper. Well, yeah, that's it. But and it's so much. That was it. It's so much. The one of the things I want to talk about is this guy and the white chick in New York, the bike chick. But anyway, back to her. This is the one. She said, I can't find that video. If I find it, I might have to do another one. It's basically like, she's doing that black woman shit. I don't have to talk. See, this is not. Yeah, I did a video about this. Yeah, that mayor, him, he just look like some punk ass nigga. He just want, he his face literally just gets on your nerves. He's younger than me, but if we was the same age, he that ain't even about politics. It's like they did it. They knew to pick the right nigga. But this one right here is that I didn't pay too much attention about her. But obviously, and I knew most of this knew from the
So let's
beginning.
call it as it is. Before, he even said, if we have proof that this white woman rented the bike and these black men came and tried to take it from her, we would call that attempted theft. But he then concludes, well, she was doing it to him. They rented the bike and she was trying to steal it from him.
Now the big thing is, it turns it like they said. Yeah, this is the one.
If you like what you hear, don't forget, click on the link in the description for ground.news/snake to stay fully informed. My brother's ride that was in the.
Oh, now if you wonder why I thumbed it down, is because when you try to comment, because I never seen this guy channel till 2 days ago, to this city, whatever. So when you try to make a comment now, I'd have made one already, but it got that warning, and it got to be respectful. Now I'm like, if you're supposed to be on our side, this guy, but you got that comment thing, be whatever. I don't even care if somebody comes on and it just says the most real racist. Hey, I hate you niggers. I don't support that. Be respectful. Yeah, that type of shit. Hey, he can say if we take it, either you gonna go back and forth with him or just ignore him. But all this with a YouTuber who got that warning about you got to be respectful to others and all this and that. Nope. Yeah, I just can't get with that. Even if it is like, yeah, you're one of them. Exactly. He's like Tucker or something. Now, this is Nate the lawyer, whatever. I guess I'm assuming he's a lawyer. He is, I think, a black lawyer. But he's trying to act like
Asks, hey guys, can I use one of you guys?
he's on her side. The white girl, she's ain't no supposedly, obviously 6 months pregnant. And they said these black guys said she tried to get what they're trying to say. She was trying to get them killed by saying help, and the cops would have came and killed. But they were trying to steal it, and most of us don't know because we ain't in New York. But the thing is, like in his other video in the comment section, somebody hipped. I was going through the comment. He told what it is. What it is, these guys in New York, they sit out there by these bikes. Because matter of fact, this one of them around the corner. There's the same thing. It ain't called City Bike, but it's the exact same bikes, just a different paint job. It's right around the corner. And they said in New York, what they do, they sit there and they steal it. They just bully the person and say, "Oh, I got that bike." And trust me, I'm from New York. That's an old '80s tactic. It's basically you threaten the person you're trying to steal, and matter of fact, he got a nice gold chain on. It could be a black dude, whoever. What you do? Oh, that's that chain. Oh, that's the nigga that robbed me. And he's surprised. He's looking bewildered. He's looking. You just point at him, and you probably with your homies. That's some New York shit. And you say that's that nigga that robbed me 2 weeks ago, cause you saw him. You see his chain, and y'all just walk up and da da da. And he paid for it or whatever he did. He might have stole it from somebody, but he ain't steal it from him. It could be a business person with a business. Oh, that watch right there. No, you robbed that watch from me. And the person, might even work on Wall Street. But he ain't gonna, what is he gonna do? He ain't gonna refute it. He's just gonna give it up. There's that weak shit. That was back in the '80s when I was a kid. I don't like, to me that's just lame. I read that so dope. If I'm gonna take a chance, cause that ain't no money. At least with dope, you had a chance. If you did it right, you could have even made millions. But just robbing people, little pieces, you go get what, 100, 200, because it's stolen. Could be a $20,000 watch. At the most, you don't get $1,000. You know, you're not unless you're gonna do that and go buy you some dope to sell. But anyway, it's just so that's what that was. He's saying that's what this is. I didn't know. That's what that was. A guy in the comments, he said what they do, like say they just sitting there all day in front of it, I don't know how long, and say this is the little thing with the bikes, and they see somebody come up, and they got their phone out probably, and they going towards, and what they do, oh I got this bike, and most people don't say anything, but basically that white girl, they said she had a 12, just got off, she was tired, a 12-hour pregnant bitch, you know, no disrespect, but you know that's how we talk, pregnant chick, and she she wasn't having it. Like, no, this is my bike. I did, and they started trying to film these dummies because they believe in that Black Lives Matter shit, even though they know they're trying to steal it. And she's gonna have like that what the kids call receipts. That's what this say. This guy say receipts. Uh, the receipts, and it says like by Team Sister. And I something before I even watched it, I knew I said she must be a big sister, older, meaning older. Everybody know what that means. This is big sister. And it is. She's older. He's a teen, and she look like she about 20 or something, 21. And they play what she had to say, and like they said, she looks stupid as fuck. She's trying to sound educated, but she looks stupid.
Even though he's docked it. Now, it can't be on his account because the hospital worker has provided receipts showing that she rented the bike at 7:24. So this man then rescans the bike after he forcibly pushes it back and docks it again, removing it from this woman's account, and then he scans the bike at 7:25, putting it back on his account. The bike is then docked again at about 7:31 at the same location. He actually doesn't ride the bike anywhere. Now, these are the stone cold facts based on the receipts and evidence that have been provided by both parties. And the video that was taken begins at 7:24 p.m. when the hospital worker was renting the bike. So the bike is actually on her account. Now, last but not least, there were a number of bikes on the bike rack, so this wasn't the only bike there. So now let's review their account of what happened during this day.
The only reason why Sarah Jane Carmen was able to produce
That's the
this
sister.
receipt for this bike.
And like everybody's saying, she just came on and embarrassed herself for no reason. That's what I was talking about. When I was a teenager, that kid's age, when we was doing stuff, having fun, whatever, I really did think about my family. It's like you don't want to embarrass your family. You know, yeah, you get gangster. We got into some gangster shit, whatever. But you know, and I ain't even talking about just getting arrested, getting killed. You know, yeah, you're gonna be dead. You're not gonna know, but you know, your folks are gonna be embarrassed. You know, they find out you got killed trying to steal, or you was in somebody's car, or you know they came home or somebody's house, and that was to me was a good deterrent. It's like that is a real deterrent, not just going to prison or getting charged as an adult. Is you know the cops having to come tell your mama that you got killed in somebody's house. You was breaking, or not breaking in, you broke in. Or you could get killed breaking in. You didn't even get in, but maybe you thought it was empty. And it's like, it wasn't even the thought of dying. And it was really just embarrassing your people like that. And, you know, and then the preacher got to lie. That's what I'm thinking way back then. Oh, he's such a good, because, you know, I used to be an usher and everything. But it's like, you know, now they, you know, they got the Lord is taking them home, and that it's like no man, I can't go out like that. You know, you still did stuff, but not stuff like that. I'm just saying, not because it might maybe even more dangerous stuff, but my point is, you knew the risk versus. That's what I'm saying. At 16, I knew risk versus reward. The reward got to be good enough, worth it. You know, for the chances you taking. So it's like, nah, I ain't doing no stupid shit that, you know, maybe get a VCR. Because, you know, it's 1991. You get a VCR on the TV. Some shit you probably get like $80 for after everything over with. Anyway, so the point is, that's my thing. That whole thing right there. They were so busy. And it's not sticking up for the white girl. It's just the whole, that's what I'm saying. All this is a, you know, obviously I say it over and over again, but you got to drill it home to everybody. Even to the communists that's listening to me right now, the spies. Hopefully, I say it so much that it's getting even in their head that they not gonna win. God is against them, and God is on our side. It's just like hopefully even they are hearing it over and over again, and subconsciously, hell, maybe these motherfuckers even having nightmares about us, about me, like about God. God giving them nightmares. Something like that. I don't know, but and it's not, because yeah, you're doing evil. You can't sleep, and these real nightmares. These motherfucking demons. You know that y'all trying to conjure up and use against us. They working against y'all. They can't fuck with us. It's nothing they can do to us, and so they got to turn on y'all, and they mad. But anyway, let me. That's all I had to say that I can remember right now. I don't know. Maybe later I'll remember the other one. But I just wanted to point out these, and like I said, the reason we didn't get it, I didn't get into it with these guys. You know, but I had to go shut them up because I just was coming to make. But see, they let me know it was about the. I feel I'm slighted. Seriously, the $1,200. Hell, the transmission cost more than that. When the transmission that I got rebuilt was like uh 2,000 for a '95 Chevy. That was $2,000. You know, and yeah, you like, well, you ain't even pay. Well, I paid 25 for the truck, or eight. No, I paid 18. You ain't even pay that much for the whole. But like I said, with a Chevy rebuilt trans, that thing would have lasted. Yeah, that's a matter of fact, dog. Somebody got a brand new. I don't know what they probably sold it at the junkyard. That thing had. I bet they was brand new transmission. Engine was straight. They parted it out. Brake, yeah, I had just got the brakes done. I spent 300 on the brakes. Just got the brakes fixed. Brakes was fixed, just fixed. Transmission, engine, I had the little tune up, oil change, all that shit done. So it was running, and then she ran straight. And all I get out of it is, well, 1,200 now, and the uninsured motorist gave me 25. And yeah, it goes like that. But like I said, it wasn't just an accident. And like I said, she didn't have insurance. But I'm you know, and so I guess yeah, that's what the whole thing they're mad about today. All this shit is about that little check I'm supposed to get. Well, gonna get in about a week or two for 1,200 big ones, like Fred Sanford would say. 1,200 big ones. But anyway, I'm done. I'm out of here. I probably have something to say soon anyway.